Hey guys, I got here late. Alicia's working on this job. Basically, she scraped out around the tub and caulked it. And then she cut the baseboard. They had a rotten piece of baseboard there. And he had a little piece. I don't like piecing in baseboard. I offered to pull his toilet because there's nowhere to get it back there with a pedestal sink. The whole length. But he didn't want it. He just wanted it filled in. So she cut it with a multi-tool, and he had a little piece left. Cut that. She cut that. I had her car. She had my van, so she had all the tools. Anyway, and she had to build it out because the other one's swollen. The moisture got to it, and the old side, the left side, is swollen. So she had to shim out the new piece. And now she's taking some smooth set and she's leveling out because it's kind of on the old side. It's kind of swollen, and the other side is kicking it. Anyway, she's going to level it out. She's going to, that's the first coat. She's going to try to bring that line out a little bit more so it's even better. And then we'll go from there. So that's what she's been doing. Oh, whoever put this light fixture in, right here, it was falling out. There's no box. There was no box in there. They just put a hole in the tile and they put some plastic anchors. Well, one of the anchors was coming out, so she put new anchors in and got that done. And Vinny is working across the street. I'll take you over there in a minute. We'll see what he's doing. And me, I'm putting in, I just started this. This door trim just floats in there. And I offered to glue it down, but he wouldn't be able to use the door for 24 hours, so that's not an option. So we're going to put some, I drilled it out and flared out the holes so they would countersink, and I'm getting ready. I got to take the door off in order to drill here, so I'm going to get this door off. I started doing it right here. Vinny pulled up. He's working across the street over here. Alicia's parked over here, the van, and I took her car today. I had to go do some personal stuff. Vinny's across over here. This is a job, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a sink over here. I think the babysitter's here. I better turn off the phone until I see what's going on. Vinny's over here replacing the ceiling fan. He's going to replace it with the new one that the tenant bought right over there. So that's what's going on at your house over here. Hey guys, I had to play that off like I was getting video for the owner. That's why I said we're putting in a new fan for you. Anyway, Vinny's across the street here taking care of business, and I'm going to get on this door and I'll see if I can get some video of it. Hey guys, I just want to show you, I got the holes all drilled out. I can't hold it and hold the camera, but you see those little piles of dirt? You want to make sure. First I did a step up. First I drilled a 3/16, then I vacuumed it. Then I drilled a 1/4, and I drilled it to the depth of these anchors. But before you start, so the reason why you want to vacuum in between step ups, in between drills, or if you just say you're going to go straight in with a 1/4, you could drill it halfway and then suck the dirt out, because that dirt will compress between your bit and the floor and the concrete, and it burn up your tip. It gets real hot, the friction. So I like to get it halfway and then take my vacuum, suck it out with the vacuum, and then finish it off. But when you're all done, you want to make sure you get all that vacuumed up, because you put those in and there's some powder, they won't sink all the way. And your screw can bottom out as well. So you always want to make sure, one way or the other, you vacuum those holes out before you put your inserts. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, she's getting that. It's looking good. She's getting it all feathered up there. It's looking good for a seam. Okay guys, I couldn't get the anchors all the way down because my hammer was going to start beating on either the edge of that or over there. And if I take a punch or a pin and hit it, then I close up these little holes right here. I smash them all together, and then my screw won't have a place to start. And then the screw can bear off to the left or something. So that's good enough. I tested it. It's deep enough. It'll do the job. Okay guys, I got it in. The screws are flush. Looking good. It's not bad at all. At least it's better than what he had. It was flapping in the wind. Every time I opened the door, it would catch. Started to wear the piece out right there. All right, I'm gonna get this door back on, guys. And he's over there doing that fan. Let's see if I can zoom in on him. Yeah, he better be working. We'll dock his paycheck. Okay, guys, we got that in. It's looking good. It's nice and tight. Shut the door. Locks good. No problems. When you hit these here, it's not that I hit that. It's just the paint flakes off. It happens when the vibration. But I didn't hit it. And of course, right here, we're good to go. That little rubber sweeping right over it. That's good because you don't want it to be where it doesn't rub, and then you have no insulation. All right, guys, I'm gonna pick up a little bit here and vacuum, and then we'll go check on Alicia. All right, guys, the bathtub's done. Everything's caulked, looks good. Are you gonna do the floor? Remember you said the floor? And that's looking good. She might give it one more coat. She says, I don't know why it looks perfect. It just needs primer. Anyway, she's gonna give it one more. Only one more, Alicia?
Yeah.
Okay. See, when she preps those tubs for caulking, she just don't caulk over the caulking or the grout. She scrapes it all out. All that is just scrapings from around there, all the old grout. Then we fill it with adhesive caulk. So, all right. Okay, guys, Vinny's gonna run a new outlet over here. They want to put their microwave in this hole here. They wanted me to chop into this 30 amp oven, which would have been 12.2 is 20, so it had been a 10 gauge wire. There's 10 gauge wire in there, and we would have had to put, not, first of all, it's not legal, but if you wanted to do it safely, you could tap into that junction box and keep this hooked up, and then put a sub panel right under here with 10 gauge wire going from there to your sub panel, and then you can put your 20 amp breaker, and then you can put your 12 gauge and put an outlet next to it. But it's much more easier just to find that outlet on the other side, which will be about right there. Knock a hole, feed a 12 gauge into it, and run your circuit. And now you got an outlet there. So then he's got his fan down here. It's looking real good. So basically we're gonna just knock this out. I probably won't be here for the job, or maybe I will, I don't know. If I do, I'll get video of it. The only bad part about this is we're trying to do it with no drywall damage, because this is a rental and the lady here is paying for it, the one that's renting it. So it's bad thing is we're gonna have to skip the connector. We're not gonna be able to put a connector in there because there's no way to get to it without putting a hole. So what I thought I would do to make it safe is I would just go ahead and put some rubber sheeting around the Romex and tape it up good. Nothing will ever happen. Nothing will ever happen. So I think it's not code, but it'll get the job done safely. Okay, no wire connectors will be needed because this is a plastic box and the Romex just goes through that little push through, like a little plastic flapper. So he'll just go ahead and raise it up high somewhere here and then fish his wire straight down into there. So he'll be all good that way. And then on the other side. Okay, guys, what we did was there's a stud right here, so we measured right to the, there's a stud right here, guys, right on the right side. What we did was we measured and we made sure there was no more studs. The next stud's about right here. So we were going to offset our box to about right here so we're not on top of it or run into their Romex. And we're going up higher, that way we can shoot a wire in to it somehow, or in an angle. We'll pull it. We'll use a piece of plastic and pull it. Over here, he's getting ready. We measured it. We took a tape measure and we measured it, and we decided to go right where that hole is, right there. See that? He's already starting it with his machine. We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna pull a Romex. And yeah, exactly. All right, guys, he's got his hole there, and now we'll just fish a Romex from that box to there, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, she caulked the fixture. She's going to do this one too. That's all done down there. She caulked on the floor. It's a real small line, keep it nice and clean and neat, just like she did around the tile. So I've been going back and forth from her job to Vinny's house, back and forth. Anyway, she's going to just put something around here, and then she's done. We'll probably let that set about 15 minutes, and then we'll put some Kills primer on it. Alright guys, he's got his wire. We're going to fish it upwards. And I can kind of push it through the outlet box, the existing, and he can reach into that hole and try to pull it. Get it through there and see what we get. If you go ahead and like just fish it through that, where that one Romex is, and then he can go here. I'll keep pushing up on the wire, and he can come here and see if he can grab a hold of it. Alright guys, he's got his box in there. He's got his wires pulled to the other side. He's going to put a new outlet in there. He's going to keep tightening that. That little paddle catches the drywall and sucks it all in. So he's going to put a new outlet there once he tightens it. And the same on the other side. We're not going to put the old outlet back. If we remove them, we replace them. Alright guys, she put caulking around this fixture on this line. And she got that seam all, let me see, she got that seam all fixed up, and she primered it. It's all primered. She primered it to over there. So now we're just, we got that light fixture back in the wall. The plugs were falling out. We got that front door strip. Vinny's got his electrical over there. We'll go over there right now and check that electrical out. Hey guys, when we got into this box, we found, you don't have the wire, do you, Vinny? I can put in, yeah. We found when we got into this box, we noticed that the wire had broken insulation on the black and the white. And, sorry guys, I had to speak with the tenant. Anyway, when Vinny was in there, he saw a white and a black. I have a picture of it. I can put it in this, unless he's got it. And we didn't feel comfortable just putting tape on it. I think he's grabbing it. He's looking for it. Just for you guys. Anyway, as you can see here, the wiring had a big nick in it, and it was brittle. It was, I don't know because the oven's on the other side or what, but the hot and the cold, the white and the black, both had nicks in it, and had a gap of about 1/16 of an inch. So what we're doing is the wiring, all the wiring is coming from above. So what we're doing is we're just raising the outlet box about 3 inches. And don't worry about it, Vinny. I got a picture of it. Anyway,
no, it's white.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
We got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got pictures of it, guys, and it's circled. I had to send it to the management. So anyway, Vinny's raising the box up about 4 or 5 inches just to get some length. And yeah, it won't match, but there's no more outlets on this wall, so you won't even notice it. Once we plaster it, you know, you can see up here, this outlet is low. These cable and data boxes are up high. And so when you're looking at this room and then you look over here, you're not even going to see the difference that it's a little bit higher. So we'll put a new box in, and Alicia will plaster the hole, and then this goes right back in front of it.
Wait.
So anyway, I'll update you guys. Oh, Vinny's got the outlet done over here. Looks really good. All done. Everything all good. So we'll just clean up that. That's a little additional income for residential repairs. You know, we honestly, if we felt good leaving it, we would have, but we did not. So we're gonna fix it. And see, the tenant is paying for the outlet for the oven, but the owner's gonna be paying for this bad wire. Okay, guys, they have the drywall that they cut out on the other side. See that piece of drywall right there? So they're going to go ahead and fill the area. That way, when we put the new box in, give me the box, Vinny. Vinny, the box. See, guys, we got to fix the drywall first because these clips have to flip up and catch the drywall on the bottom and on the top, right there. So we got to fix the drywall before we fix and install the new box. All right, guys, they are starting to repair the drywall. Show them. We got the wood in. And Alicia's cutting a piece of drywall to put there. and then once they get the drywall in there, they can put the box and get the wiring done, and then she can plaster it. Alright guys, we got the box in, and they got the drywall fixed. Everything looks good there. Alright guys, it's done as far as fix the wires that were in there. Vinny, show me a picture of that wires, that way they can see it. Now Alicia's gonna plaster it up. Let's see how that goes. Let me show you guys what happened. We went into that outlet and we saw the old black Romex, that real old stuff, and it was brittle and it was breaking, and we just didn't feel good just putting tape around it. If you guys look here, can you see where it's circled, the white wire and the black wire? Yeah, right there, and the other one, the black wire. We just didn't feel good being so close to the top, just putting tape around it. And then, it actually, if you look at the white wire really close, you can see like there's a crack in the copper. It's almost ready to break off. And Vinny, he just grabbed it just for the hell of it, since we knew we were gonna fix it. And wiggled it, and it came right out. So, bottom line is, we redid it. So, at least we're gonna get it ready. Alright guys, she's gonna plaster it. Everything's good, we tested it, everything's correct. We run in the microwave. We got the microwave in the hole here. And you put it on 6 minutes. We got water in there. I never run a microwave without something in it like water. So we got that going. Everything's doing good. They said their TV was flickering, and I wonder if it was because of those wires, because they said it flickers every now and then, and I was wondering, you know, because that neutral wire that he barely touched this thing, and it wasn't this one. This is a picture. No, it was this one.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, he barely touched it, and it just separated. So that could have been the reason for this thing flickering. We're going to plug it in and see what's up. Meanwhile, I got Miss Picasso over there doing her thing. I'll get a better view when the light's not on it. Okay, guys, I got the TV on. I got the dryer on. And I got her microwave on that we just did. And there's no interference. Like when we start and stop it, it doesn't draw down and make the TV flicker at all. Neither does the blow dryer. So I guess this job is successful. I thought for sure having the microwave on the same circuit as the TV might cause like a little flicker here and there. But nothing. Especially I thought maybe with the microwave and the TV, who knows, it could trip the breaker. It's 20 amps, but who knows. But even with a blow dryer on, it's not causing any problems. So I would say this is a good deal. So we'll just go ahead and see how she finishes up this plaster, and then we'll call it a done deal for today. Alright guys, she's got it all plastered. I'm getting ready to shoot some texture on there. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, slow wall texture. Everything's running good, guys. She said there was a flicker in our TV. It could have been that wire that was that neutral that was breaking apart. It was probably almost broken, and it was probably just making contact enough to keep things running like that. But it was broke, and sometimes those will eventually just blow. But anyway, she said there was quite a bit of flicker in our TV, and since we've been running, there's no more flicker. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to texture that, and we're done. Okay guys, I just usually spread that down. If you get big bubbles, you just take a sponge and pop them, and usually alright. She's going to wipe that baseboard off, but we're just going to kind of go. I should be covering the outlet, but I don't have no tape right now, so I'm just going to be careful. And they can wipe it off. I'm sorry, I'm not even aiming this thing right. Okay, wipe the...
Watch this. You just did that.
Okay guys, I've shot a little bit of texture here. I got a little on the outlet. I should have had some tape, but it's not much. The way I do it is if you get some big ones, you just take a sponge and knock the bubbles. But watch, I'm just going to show you kind of how I do it. I just kind of, right under the thing, do some circles like that, wherever we did it. And then I kind of bleed it over a little bit, like that, and down to the baseboard. And then Alicia will come here Like that, like that. That's paint. We didn't do that. That's all paint. Anyway, it looks beautiful, guys. Take the light off of it. Look at that. It looks really good. A little bit right there. A bubble there.
Oh no, it's gonna suck in.
Okay. Anyway, watch how she does this, guys.
Uh-huh.
Since she don't want to do it, just tap it. That little bubble. See how she pops that, and then it's down to nothing.
Looks better on film too.
Yeah. All right, guys. I guess this is gonna do it for us. We're done. Wipe the outlet a little bit.
You got a couple pimples up here, right here. Mom.
Okay.
We're gonna put the plate on it in about 15 minutes, and we're out of here for the night. It's about 4:30 tomorrow. We were gonna hang a door, but we couldn't get the door, so we're just gonna skip that job and go to another one that I called and was able to talk to him. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you. Say goodbye, Al.
Bye.
Vinny. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.